This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Boadu TV so ne ma nyina kwa ba emfambra so na yes police achi 10 suspects na enuema weapons omanya fi omho no nya asanketwa Akwatia by election ebekoso no na police for bom homode ama masaka enipa be dua enuema hihye omho omade radio mpese omde kwa Akwatia no nya asanketwa Kevin Taylor so bo NPP before na tani nyina achi ana sesia commenter Bryan Bawumia ya enam sokra momode the sense of Bawumia ne Kennedy akompleko Japan nyina aba no Kevin Taylor bisa senti omumu hwan ena obeye flag bearer for NPP 2028 na Ghana for to abama no
yes Akwatia. It's exactly 10 o'clock. Mama 3 minutes we na me fan kill stories way. Yes, see, police arrest 10 suspects, recovered 9 weapons in separate operations at Akwatia ahead of by-election. Yes, see, police for Akwachi nipa eye du nipa du. Omaji etuo nkwa 9 efro munsem etuo nkono. Ni nyina wa Akwatia election ebe the 2nd September. Saturday na yebe election 2nd September and the police for the IGP is on the ground. And then I'm here interview be imebunu bi a omo Akwatia say hey no munim say police for no ombetuma bo adwuma say the amount of and the number of police omo hu omo kro omo bohu that is we making sure we are enforcing peace. Peace needs to be enforced. It is something you don't have to negotiate. Part no ane Ghana na kodu pampanso bia nipa bi omadwen say we have been negotiating for peace for too long. Now we need to enforce peace in Ghana. And that is what the IGP is doing. And he's doing that professionally. He's not going to hurt you, but he'll make sure peace prevails and security of the citizenry is paramount. And anything that the IGP is putting everything in place to make sure, say, nipa baku pohun ka during the elections. And yeah, chinko foji to a few munsem. Yet say NPP say I don't trust the police no if you say ablekuma no yanche suspect and the report about say suspect by 8 yache omunyina ablekuma incident no so the police is on the ground, the police is working. Now the question here is the NPP and anybody who is thinking of causing mayhem in Akwatia still thinking of doing that Anna? Because if you try the police, if you believe you don't trust the police, then stay home. Because the same police we have in Ghana, they were the same police that were recruited by the NPP administration. Police for NDC beto you NPP for the farm. Since they say NDC by power, maintains for police for 20,000. Since they say NDC by power, maintains for new recruits be 20,000 policemen, 10,000 policemen, mintibi. Inti say NPP ba bonte be catch say they don't trust the police to give full protection. It means the recruitment you people made before you left power, no, they were not qualified to be in the Ghana Police Service. It means nyomana na mokache say ma recruiting so many people in the police, no, you recruited thugs. Per your statement, it means the recruitment you did, you knew said the people you were putting in the Ghana Police Service, they were not right to be in the Ghana Police Service. Because Saudi said, for the right people in the Ghana Police Service, you will not step out of government in 8 months and tell us, say, you do not trust the Ghana Police Service. That means this political party, a friend MPP, no more Jimmy. That party is not a party that anybody can trust. How can you recruit police personnel and leave power in 6, 7, 8 months and tell me, say, you don't trust the same recruits now, That it means there's a problem with your recruits. It means the way are recruiting police, Unim say they are, some of them are thugs in there. They are not supposed to be in there. That is why you are scared today. The same thugs will be fighting you people. It is I want to say, NPP can say, we don't trust the police. We don't trust the police. Let's ask them, why don't you trust the police? Because today, Ablekuma North, the incidents that happened during the by-election, it has been dealt with. The police, they have arrested 8 suspects. Now, NPP say, I still don't trust the police. It means the NPP is a political party. Police force. The NPP cannot be trusted. The NPP is a bad political party. Omuni munyansa. Omudi boniwia Machiavellian tactics na. Omko say nsuo na no maba. No masa akọ say oh ye na etikoti nsuo ni inti mumba yanje so. Wona offer police for we nyina. The current IGP Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo and the deputy to IGP Dampare. So technically John Dramani Mahama since he came into office on changing BBSA. The only changes John Mahama has made is the CID and a few police leaders. But the hierarchy. Sani pa oya Dampare, no oya Dampare deputy. I didn't be shame no. Onena Mahama by also on taking over. And this original say you don't trust the police. That it means the decisions you guys made before you left office, no, it was a deliberate decision. Now, when you say it was wrong. And it's because Dampare is not there. Or because Dampare cannot bring his boys to do the job for you. Because from what I know, Dampare had police in the police who were doing Dampare's bidding for him. That is what I know. That Dampare had his own military police inside the police. That if even you are a police officer and you don't talk well, Dampare's boys will discipline you. That is the kind of police Dampare created. He created a dangerous police in the Ghana Police Service. So we had police who were going after policemen because they were given or they had been given the room by Dampare to do damage. That is why today you are telling us you don't trust the police. It is because you people know what Dampare was using the police to do. But we all know Akwatia by-election is an open by-election. At the end of the day, Akwatia is an NPP stronghold. At the end of the day, Akwatia seat, a NPP diade kuto omodada. So we expect the NPP to put a lot of message out to win. Unless NPP for him say 2024 no, they had to beat people at Akwatia. Actually, NPP for him said 2024 numbers no munya no. Omo the incumbency eta tanko for Akwatia no munya sa number no. But the NPP himself omo winning Akwatia legitimately. They should go into Akwatia with an open heart. If they believe say Akwatia for bejo masema tuma, because right now no mebunu na wo Akwatia no opese abani create opportunity mano. Me no ka say ende yafa police assistant for me sure say Akwatia mrantie bi wom. And I'm not say apprenticeship program. Yeah, expanding no. Eden mbebuno mo Akwatia bebrebeje biaye. Me no say ya wo mbebuno a omo firi Akwatia omakọ university a first year omo ntua fees. Omo firi Akwatia omo nya university omo head ekọ. Me no say ya wo nkwara mo Akwatia senior high school wo ha and omo hu free SHS na ekọ yi. Me no say Ghana for Akwatia omo hu senior oman no kyekyereɛ sikasɛm senior ende omo tɔnwoma ne bo wo fam. Omo hu senior inflation aba fam. Ya wankofo Akwatia omo ya Ghana fo omo de ekọ ya wa adwadifo no mo Akwatia omo be compare time na NPP wa ban mu no omo sika na da ho ene ende sika da ho sika omo tumesie ene sika omo tumesie so omo kọ bank na omo kọbọ de besia insiwu na ewo ho time NPP wo ho ene ende insiwu ewo ho enti saa nipa no mo Akwatia no omo be asese we nyina na omo buso omo se enti ye kọ yenimi se sia na oba parliament a NPP egui se mede me aba ekoma NPP a ede na menya se Akwatia ni because Akwatia fo hia kwan Akwatia fo hia adwuma Akwatia fo hia impuntio se sia no one join the bus na edi impuntio beba na at the end of the day one kasa na waye ho nti Akwatia fo no omo tie obia Akwatia omo tie obia message omo nyankwasiafo omo ye Ghana fo a sebio enkwanda amanfo bi sa no omo peso sabi omo so peso hu mpuntio omo so peso hu se de John Mahama ne NDC for de aba no omo benya hu bi mfaso every say se ne Akwatia fo fa MPP ni kotena parliament a ne so mfaso ne de en Mike say ende ebia yekoyi parliamentary member every Akwatia no ye NDC ni a ebia ne akwa deputy minister ebi krampa na John Mahama manako head institution bia obetume di anim edi indwuma aba Akwatia enti so ye Akwatia ni na wo hweme a na wonim nyansa ehe na obefa obepe MP a yesi akokọ a obe oni oni na onya abebesre akokọ a oben oni no ono enenya abebesre na sebio Akwatia for sebio omo hu de ekoso Ghana kura no omo ni ntua insio toy no manhu a ade achi ewia boy omo hu fom omo nim de ekọ omo nim se NDC betena so ache omo peso percent punto ni bi ba na mehu videos bebre wa Akwatia enkofo akọ politicians akọ ekwan ni nyina ye kọ MPP tena so mfie wotwe ye ntua fa ko tare ngu Akwatia kwan bia so enso minim Say sa abrantie ya oye NDC ni ne priority be say obeka no ho be President Mahama me ya be Akwatia kwan. If you say onim say oye kwan no because our power our parliament no oye kwan no obetena so ache nti yepe de okọ akope bibia ba enye de okọ twa ne siechi. Enu bi ne yeso aba Bawumia se onko ne krom election 2024 na onko wini aba wo sirem ene ne krom boko obaya a ode kuraba ne baaye onko fo chance mbra ne ntie bro gari ngumu no okoye no ode kuraba ne baaye nti obetuma so aba Bawumia se onko biom on the okoba or the yanina na beba. So this is what Akwatia for they are watching. Omunjimi you. The air kosuno. Sa Mahama Omaya or Chichiri and this for the omoye no omoshe almost person part of the Mahama a goodwill. Sa impuntuna eba a constituencies in the regions biano. No mama say almost person omo ben omuni na sebio akoko sereno and I say abebe sereno omon sakebi. It is a baby bit Akwatia. Obesha NPP so mo Jimmy. Afen na NPP be kire de ombeya ma Akwatia for. Infion watwe. Akwaya NPP for air paradini. Ne fusha left. Ne bema esha left. Eye ne nikosua esha stro. Ne nanko kromoti esha south. And a sebio ne pa esha northeast. Sa brantie we odi myself to nenima on to min kan. Osako parliamenta onim namba bi okọ join it. Akwatia for so hiam puntio. Akwatia for omu hiam puntio. Inti den Akwatia for nye. Obanyansafo yebuni be yenka nasem bebesa abara mokoto nyansem Obanyansafo yebuni be yenka nasem NDC betena for 42 years NDC betena for 42 years Obanyansafo yebuni be yenka nasem akokwa a oban oni one ne nya abebesere se opese onu munsuo da wow problem se opese sebio oban oni na abebesere no unya bi dia eno so mo am problem Akwatiafo Obanyansafo ye beti say eye Bryan Echampon eka assembly and asem a some people might take say a light. It is not. Bryan Echampon say I paid each constituency executive 1,500 for Bawumia to become 2024 NPP flag bearer. Bryan Echampon say or no Bryan Echampon. Mr. S, Mr. P, do the math for me right now. Or no Bryan Echampon. Otia constituency executive somewhere Eastern region yina. Oma obia $1,500. So time na CD no saying 17. Bryan Echampon said oma every constituency executive in the Eastern region $1,500 and Sana Mahamudu Bawumia to me enya the North to become the flag bearer of the NPP. Want to sebi or say sika otiaye to each delegate. Now let's read the story. Mr. S, get me the fine print. Now, New Patriotic Party flag bearer aspirant Dr. Bryan Echampon has alleged that he solely financed former Vice President Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia in the party's 2023 internal primaries. You see, Bryan Echampon said, and the opposite oka no simupi magana for tiasie say no Bryan Echampon 2023 time omoya primaries Eddie Bawumia abe flag bearer no ma Eastern Region constituency executive bia $1,500. That time no na $1 was 17 Ghana cedis. Now uko enima or say according to him he paid money to super delegates in the Eastern Region with each receiving $1,500 before Dr. Bawumia secured the nod to lead the party into 2024 elections. Now Oko enima say addressing some delegates in a purported video circulating on social media, the Abetifis legislator claimed he was the biggest financier of Dr. Bawumia's presidential campaign. But Bryan Echampon kasa ewa Abetifi ni kurom wo the hotel hono. Oka kire NPP for mo twehye mo say, "Hey, me nko Eastern Region ha. Super delegate omom koto abama Bawumia no. Nipa dodo koto abana. Nipa ba ku bia mema no $2,500. That time no na dollar near 17, meaning nipa ba ku bia nya 25,000 Ghana. That is Titigan and 250 million. Or say Sasika na mutia ya Bawumia nya nod no. Now these are his words. So we read this story now. They actually quoted him. Say, and I quote, I paid every single penny for him to become flag bearer of his party, of this party. Every constituency executive in the Eastern region collected $1,500, Dr. Echampon said. And then I continue. He added, and I quote, I was in Kumasi for the Ashanti Queen Mother's funeral. And later at a dinner party with President Boadu, I told him that in 2017, he acknowledged, let me take this again. And I quote, I was in Kumasi for the Ashanti Queen Mother's funeral. And later at a dinner party with President Boadu, I told him that in 2017, he acknowledged me as the single largest contributor to his coming to power. That was a fact. And today in 2024, I am saying that I funded Dr. Bawumia more than I even funded Nana Adodankwa Ekufuado. End of quote. I'm sorry. They are quite tiny on the screen. Dear a year, Bryan Champo Eken say, or say, Sika or this share Bawumia campaign in 2023. Time Bawumia a contested Canada Japan money adi adeno. Sa Sika no krana so chen Sika or this share Ekufuado campaign. Na time ana Bawumia epese obeli di NPP in 2024. Ebe flag bearer no. Otam nisika eye delegate bia or Eastern region. Or my delegate bia $1,500. Meaning, Satana dollar no was 17. Meaning every delegate got 25,000 Ghana, which is 250 million. 250 million. Now, my breakdown on amount. We are na ya the monitocracy. Senior and the NPP for Jiatum say, Omudie Sika, and then the Omudie politics. Now, and then Omo Feribium, Omo Ka, Mobie who say, Omono, a Sika tuo. Eye krono sika enomdia politics. Now omono omutia ansa na omunya tumi kura o party nim. Now mame break bibi down cho ansa na ya ba eye monitocracy no. Eye senia oma say your politics no. Ye nyina nim say eye sika ewe your politics mu a say your politics no. Eye politicians. Now ne nim say mre bi ba politician be gina platform so aka say me ma sika say. Ema nipa dodo say sika. Now mame kire sika na oka no ne dodo. Now, when you break it down into simple figure, now Oko Eye Eastern Regional NPP constituency executives, the 17 elected executive positions are constituency chairperson, first constituency chairperson, second constituency vice chairperson, your constituency secretary, your constituency assistant secretary, your constituency treasurer, your constituency organizer, your constituency women organizer, constituency youth organizer, constituency Nazara coordinator, constituency research and election officer, your 8 constituency patrons. Now remember, almost 33 constituencies in the Eastern region. Almost 33 constituencies in the Eastern region. Into Uko 33 constituencies Libya. These are the people as executives. In the Saoya Mats na, sa time na ocha nipa ba kubiano $1,500 no. Each constituency na ocha 1,500 into 33 constituencies ni nyina no. Sa nipa mo ho nyina no na obia enya den $1,500. Now, Sao calculate ya nipa dodo a mo 33 constituencies no Eastern region omo 561. 561 executives are omo nyina wo Eastern region in the 33 constituencies. Make sure Sika Bryan Champion say or Tamoma Bawumia or the Tianko for bribe. Or see he bribed constituency executives of more Eastern region and about Bawumia North no. In Okowa, almost 33 constituencies. It will show all these executives are. So calculate here in the Eastern region, 33 constituencies, no, NPP 561. It's when you multiply 561 by $1,500, Bryan Champion in 2023. Say your friend say na dollar no empo ewo eye 15 Ghana cedis plus. Dollar na 15 na. It means Bryan Champon spent $841,500. That is almost $1 million. Say the dollar nikura ebedu 15 at that time. Na oma every constituency executive $1,500 or bribe $1,500 in 2023 because he has said it. He said he bribed them $1,500. Bryan Champon spent around $841,500, close to $1 million, to bribe Eastern Region executives for them to vote for Bawumia. Now, the question here is, Bryan Champon etia bribe we nyina ena odema constituency executives. The question here is, Bryan Champon is so bold today to tell Ghana for say yes, he was a government official. He was able to dish out almost $1 million in bribes or the tia bribe. Eman on one party for say omuntuaba Emma Bawumia Emma flag bearer. The question here is, did Bawumia know about this? Yes. Who benefited from this bribe? It was Bawumia and the NPP as a political party. Did Japan know about this? Yes, because they are all in the same political party. So the monitocracy, this is the NPP showing you what they even do within before they even come to rule. So what the two more, because even within the NPP, they are basically paying bribes close to $1 million to get somebody elected. It also say, as someone na Bryan Ekano, it is something that represents the NPP. And send our but the beneficiaries of the beneficiary of this money. It is not just he's saying or spending 1 million to give to pay as bribes to executives in the Eastern region to get Bawumia elected. He is telling us how the NPP internal election, the amount of money that they pay as bribes to themselves to get another criminal elected. Because you cannot tell me, say, Mahamudu Bawumia did not have an idea about this almost $1 million. Now you did bribes Amano to become the flag bearer of the NPP. You cannot tell me, say, Atasa, Canada Japan, never had an idea. Say, Bryan Champon mo $1 million every Ghana sikemwa yedi bribe or party mu. What makes it disheartening and dangerous? And then say, Bryan Champon with General National Television, so I catch a Ghana for say yes, we bribe Miami party for almost $1 million. Where did he get the money? Did he disclose the source of that money? Did he pay taxes on them? Bryan Champon, when he was paying that money to the NPP, he was a government official with an appointment. Can he prove to Ghana for said this money that you are saying you used in bribing? And remember, in the first place, the action was criminal and it still stands as a criminal action. That the takers of the bribe are criminals. They have offended. They have committed a crime. Now, the person that it benefited, that is Mahamudu Bawumia and the NPP as a political party, they have also committed a crime. Canada Japan, also knowing this was going on, he is an accomplice in this crime cartel. And for him to even get out and be bold enough to make it clear, say, I took almost $1 million from my pocket to bribe, to benefit Bawumia, to benefit NPP, to go into an election so that they could win. Into the question here is, Sankomu win election 2024, and Kasa Sikana Bryan NPP for the good campaign, and can wind a bit here, and can you enemy any bit here. Now, the most interesting thing about this whole thing, and I say, and the will say, Mahamudu Bawumia and Canada Japan, they are scared of Bryan Champon. There's a reason why in Tia Mahamudu Bawumia, Atasa, Canada Japan, Omunyina Esro Bryan Champon. It's a simple thing. It's a simple thing because Bawumia any Canada Munim what Bryan Champon knows, and as Obu Pushi Bryan Kakrebia, the kind of things that Bryan Bekano, the ship will sink. And meka kakra kyerɛ mo nnɛ. That is the reason why and the other social media and now Bawumia camper, Kennedy camper, they are all quiet. They don't want to engage. They don't want to have a banter because they know say the crime of Bryan Champon everybody will go down. Into what Bawumia group no and they say they are trying to smoke the peace pipe by saying say we are coming with ideas. We are not attacking. They know say Bryan Champon has so much on himself, on this government, on the NPP government, on Kennedy Japan, and on Bawumia. And intina, Bryan Champon, ashada air there mono, because Bryan Champon him say, the onimno, so they will all go down. And he's on the edge. He's actually on the verge of doing that. Now, Shadia, my mention baby Bryan Champon sudden anger ni free ba. Mo amudi di NPP chidi Bawumia chidi Kennedy chidi ba mo Jimmy omu yusumo. Maka cham sa party no me member. Nipa me ni omu di nkomo omu NPP ni no. Mo 90% of mo amote TikTok ni Facebook amoye campaign ma Bawumia Kennedy ba mo yankwase afo mo nim hwe. I know the soul of your party and I know it is on life support. It will die. The NPP, it will die. It's a criminal entity. Now my mention what the kudientia Bryan Champon has started the oil no. He needs a reaction. And he knows he'll get a reaction. Because Adebian ya. Because yen nyina na yakobo krono. Yen nyina na nipa bi kan se mi kire ye. E ya de yen nyina ba opposition a amanfo bi pese omo kire se ye de ye ya akromfo na omo de omo nya akromfo. And ntina won se killer bi suro. Killer bi aye no se o de yen nyina no. E ya atasa Kennedy so aye din because on the the problems can tema. Bryan Champon, he's capitalizing on what he has on his people and himself. Because a dead goat. He said no matter what, he's going to go down. He knows. In politics, he does not have any better record. And he's not also going to allow, because at a point, he put so much in this. And some people are trying to make it look like, say, let me show you what happened. Now, Nana Dankwa Kufuor in the Bushia for before election 2024. They sat Bawumia down. And I'm catching Bawumia say they want Bryan Champon to be Bawumia's running mate. Remember, that time Bryan Champon was putting money in Bawumia's campaign. Because remember, Nana Dankwa Kufuor or no the green prints and the blueprint people who are wicked and people who can do damage for him. He needed Bryan Champon in the higher office because the Bryan Champon was so West Wagon. Time of the national security share in Sano. A man and another Kufuor be trust for Bryan Champon who say nipa 100 the go on man instructions Bryan will do the do. Enti Nana Kufuor there from day one Bryan was so West Wagon. Election. Omutumi use tax. Eshomu police in Tade Sojan Tade the Ghana for down. Bryan Champon became part of his family clique. Now, this is what happened. Nana Dankwa Kufuor or the family in that sense, I'm not about Bawumia Tnaho, not Bryan Champon to. And they told Bawumia said they want Bryan Champon to be his running mate. Now, Mahmoud Bawumia catch him so okay, he's going to do it. Now, when Bryan Champon started pumping Isika Egu Bawumia campaign, so he started pumping government money. Sika ni enim be a free bar because at this point, Ejima Bryan Champon and say he was a government appointee. In Tabia, the business money which he would talk about or he has to prove to us say the company Sika no tamaye $1 million, almost $1 million, and or the Bryan Bawumia. At this point, we don't know. Maybe a Sika free bar. He needs to answer those questions. Now, Bryan. Bawumia ka sa asem ne che Kufuor de nebusuafo Bryan wo ho Bawumia sorry koye no. Then they started pumping the money. Now, last minute, and Mahmoud Bawumia, Eka said he's not going to go with Bryan Champon. Now, why was it happening that way? Because before that, Nani Pebi was Santimemu, Edinka Fre Bawumia catcher say, so pa Santifo voter, also tia says a party ya Santifordia. Into obi to say Nana Kumia. Obi to say a year acquire your friend your friend say Opariansa. Or say chairman's about smooth Bryan Bawumia say they want Asantini to be his running mate. Now say Santifo voter, he needs to choose an Ashanti. Before that, you know, now Bryan Champon, Ekufuado mo Bryan Champon a pumpy sika because he had been promised running mate. Until last minute, you know, and Bawumia said no, or ne napobeko. Even though Nana Komia or Pariansa or Sechemen Sabons knew Sanapo Jimmy, they wanted the party to come home. Now I'm person the party ni ba fie. I'm the ba menshia because party no I'm the muhuni say a Santifo party. Bryan Champon you koni or another danko Ekufuado clique members. Cartel no kaho. So they saw it say would have been dangerous. Enti Bawumia wanted the Ashanti vote. It is a agreement on Ekufuado Mokoye no. The last minute, you know, because he thought he could use Napo to fool Asante, he came and picked that crazy guy. Now, this is what happened. Maybe I'm sure DB. The reason why Intia Bryan Champon is pissed off today, and say he has a lot on Bawumia being the head of the police council and also being the vice president then. Now, Bryan Champon is going ballistic because our nyamebia or person or expose. Now, expose Sanyamana, he knows say Bawumia will go down the drain because they are the facts. Now, I want to ask a simple question. Bryan Champon, adio person yes and say Bawumia mu pushina, he is going to come out and disclose where all the ammunitions that were lost were missing from the Ghana Armed Forces Armory. Bryan Champon is ready and willing to tell Ghana for Bebia sa weapons in your fire. Bryan Champon is ready. And he has sworn. Say, if Bawumia dares, he is ready to come and disclose or be catch Ghana for Ghana military, Ghana armed forces before after election 2024. The government came out to tell us to say weapons bebrana Ghana armed forces diano as we speak. All those weapons were missing. Remember Dr. Omane Boama, may he so rest in peace. He talking about power no as a defense minister and catch Ghana for say Ghana military weapons no sophisticated weapons bebrahira. Now that's investigations now, Mr. Omane Boama, may he so rest in peace. Almost 30 and almost check inventory nimuno. A honor who say before the NPP left office, so many weapons were taken out of the armory. I had civilians being seven. Now, the question is, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia was the head of the police council. Time Bawumia, air vice president, the fight in Boku was ongoing. That was the time we got to know, say, a lot of people in Boku had been given sophisticated weapons. I'm just asking, is this the reason why Bryan Champon, I already say, he is going to expose some people, how some people in Ghana, military weapons now ever seen there, the military is struggling to find it? A question. I'm just asking. Is that the reason why Mahmoud Bawumia is scared of Bryan Champon? He cannot speak directly to him or mention his name because you can't weapons, sir. And he weapons in the fire. And we can question the head of the police council, who was Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia then. And the fight that was going on in Boko, we saw the amount of weapons, sir. Not civilians, Bikutai or Boko. And right after the elections, senior soldier form, weapons, Bryan Champon right now on the strategy, right now you say he'll blow everything up. And Nitina, Osha, Bawumia is scared of Bryan Champon. And Nitina, Osha, and yet Kennedy Japan is scared of Bryan Champon. Because Kennedy Japan, so, on him say, Yakaki can some now one shot, Nani Diabem. Nana the Danko Kufuado, at this point, he is not going to stop Bryan Champo because Omune Bawumia tena dem can say when also any running mate, but Bawumia as usual a liar. He did not follow through. Inti there is Bryan Champo has a plan, and the plan is that I cannot let this guy who is Bawumia, who is a liar, who lied to me, go around there making it look like say yani moma ye wo party ma ye bo krono e dey funding the campaign no ye mom ye nipa bone for. Inti Bryan Champo is on guard. Ejo bebusa ho say na we dey free na Bryan Champo ni buofu gidigidi asisi ano o keka nsem ade obi etia na so ana. It is the pain and anger. He is ready on the sidelines to expose all the people what guys say mrebi mekachira will say weapons be good Jubilee House egu contain him na ye de nkofo bi aba mukai am ye video de kire mo no. Those were weapons meant for the military. Do you know say military Jubilee House or armory, you know that there were containers of weapons and a Jubilee House. Some weapons as today as I speak to you, call Jubilee House about company. The national security people can testify to that. Some container na weapons, 2 containers full of weapons. Me yes expose the chemo. Those weapons ni nyina free power ba kumpa anka Jubilee House. And the Jubilee House so ope weapon cry at their court mission cry Jubilee House. It is tough because when this government came there were no weapons. And that is what is Bryan Champo I don't know holding on to, because Bryan Champo no, he headed the national security and he knows the senior nyoma nyina koye, so he's on guard. Right now Bryan Champo, nothing is holding him back. And Mahmoud Bawumia say if they try to go toe to toe with Bryan Champo, Banta, Atasa Kennedy, and Bawumia, they all know said the NPP ship will go down. Now, do you get the story? Now, do you understand what is going on? And Nitina, and the Meno Casano team, break this down for me. Which one is this team? And Nitina, and then Bryan Champo Kasa. Now, Bawumia. I know say he's smoking a peace pipe. He does not want any issues. We need ideas. Obwa, he's scared. Bryan Aboka, Bryan is pained. Bryan knows say he's already tainted. They are all tainted. They don't qualify to lead Ghana. Bryan Champo knows. Bryan Champo knows that the NPP as a political party, none of those people contesting to be the flag bearer is qualified. He knows. Until at this point, why not just say he will set off the bomb, literally, to make sure that the NPP sinks. And Nitina, all of them, my mention weapons are no more transfer. We have videos of timer, free power, the weapons they were transferring. My mention video in show. These were the weapons they were transferring. And Nitina Bryan Champo are charging about Bawumia Suruno. This is what happened. Bryan Champo idea and say obeti omo. Because on Bryan Champo no say nya do beti win the presidency bia. Oni say Bawumia ntumi win. Oni say Atasa Kennedy ntumi win. But what hurts him is say Oni say Bawumia the lie. Oni say Kennedy is a liar and he has lost millions. Intebeko go de nkokana. And Nitina Bawumia is refusing to engage Bryan. It is so steady Bawumia body language when he's responding to Bryan Champo. He's very careful. It is not because he's peaceful. No. It is because he does not want to do what? He does not want to offend the guy to the point whereby Bryan Champo will blow the ship up. They know what Bryan has. And Bryan Champo knows. Said, Nyome kuta no munim. And Bryan Champo or Chain said that time will come. Because he has headed the Ghana national security before. He knows everything. And anytime people say, it's a question. Boku etuna na yesi yeda kodi shenkofo bi nsem na soja fo tu ekuta omo ebi kuta nkofo boko no eye hwana mo ne ma sa chance and money see. I'm asking a question. And I'm asking Bawumia because he was the head of the police council. Did he know anything about it? It's a question. The NPP is a very dangerous political party. Yeah? What I know about these people, so when half of it and NPP chema them. None of these people, Bryan Bawumia, Atasa Kennedy, Kobne Japan, the snitch. Kobne Japan is a snitch, a dirty snitch. Concern a day. He claimed to fame, saying, Nan papa a judge in Yukumi papa, and ordinary Ghana politics, fake accent, alalai, azan, Kobne Japan. Sanko Foding, they are political, they are insects. They don't need you. They just need that power to enrich themselves. They don't respect any Ghana for. But you see, what you are seeing now is just the beginning. Also, Obian Fan and Sankomo, Obian expose, Obian Gidi, they are the same people. But there's something we need to pay attention to. The way monetocracy, the way NPP right now, no, they have made it official. Say you bribe you tamusikapudio, we bribe ourselves. They are openly saying it. And there are videos of Kennedy Japan, so baby how he has paid money to help the party to do this. So it is not something unique to Bryan. It is the party. It is politics. And I'm the Ghana for you. Everything about the party is money. If you don't have money, they'll get rid of you. They just need money to take power and then they will steal from us. So the NPP as a political party, we as a people, we need to be very, very extremely careful about the party. Now, we want the so-called intelligent and intellectuals, those statesmen in Ghana, right now, Bryan Champon told us, he basically bribed the whole of Eastern region for them to vote for Bawumia to become the flag bearer in 2024. Now, the beneficiary of that money, the party as a whole, why would anybody sit on national television to defend the NPP? Why would anybody sit on TV and tell Ghana for say they should try and consider NPP? What's the power better radio? So say, per se NPP ba power no we your man before we your question penny. You are not supposed to give in any audience. The same Bryan Champon or to make a fast sikase wabe bailey chairman to me. The same Bryan Champon. I need to know number NPP or then an antafian number NPP na omuobiano because he has a lot on them. And they gave him that position for him to compile a lot. And they are all scared of Bryan Champon. Atasa Kennedy wa edin oyini seneca kra no ahohoro ho no da hye nenum wa edin because onim say ade no so obi antwe no ho a na atija e be hye farm ni nyina. All that I'm telling Ghana for ni nyina say we should be very careful with the NPP. The NPP is a dangerous political party. We should not underestimate what they can do. None of these people almost call picket forms, a presidential aspirant. None of them cut. None of them is qualified for this job. These are envious, dangerous men. These are politically hungry men. These are people who are only after money. They are greedy and dangerous. And omo na eka di omo ye. Omo na threaten omo. Omo wa na nkofo we udane Ghana show on side. Do you know what they will do to Ghana? We are still waiting for Bawumia to respond to Bryan Champon. He cannot. He's scared. He knows the damage. He knows what is in the box. They know the damage they have caused. Weapons that they have handed over to civilians. As we speak, thousands of weapons. And maybe they are all aware. And it's no BIA D or Bryan Champon asem. Bryan Champon knows say yes to cost rubber from crowd to be the president. 2023. Right now he has also gone rogue. He's going to do damage. So be a Bema or NPP moi. They should try and face Bryan Champon. Because Bryan there, we didn't catch Ekufuado. Anybody who does kinking or be blow ship and up. Ekufuado has his full support. And as we sit here, a year and another down Ekufuado over 2 clients. Bryan Champon and Bawumia. He is trying to put the two together. Enyeye. Atasaso mentally unstable. And see, as Ghanaians, we need to be very careful about this party. Interests, power, about taking over the country and doing what they want to do with the country. They don't have any good intentions. Answer no free power no. Handy over weapons mani pabi. The government of the day came out to tell us, said they are still investigating because Amri empty. That is why they are always bold to say 2028 yebeba power, because they believe say they have empowered their people. They have given a lot of weapons out their people are keeping, and that 2028 they will release those people to use the weapons on us. We need to stop them. We need to stop the NPP before they even reach that level. It is very important. We need to protect this democracy. The NPP as a political party is a dangerous political party. We cannot underestimate the NPP. I keep saying this, but I'm for you media grow. You cannot underestimate them. See what they do to Kwame Nkrumah. 7 times they tried to kill Kwame Nkrumah. These are dangerous people. When they need power, they are more dangerous. They will do anything for power. They can kill their mothers for power. They don't care. They can put their mothers in a truck and blow them up, all because of power. These are not people you can underestimate. So you need to be careful with the NPP. And they have started. Let's watch them. Let's stay back. Ghana for mama refi. Let us watch them fool. Let us make sure we push them away from power for 42 years and over. It is important. Debia mekasawaha. Me say there's a reason tia NPP are out of office. There's a reason tia Muluzu with 2 million votes. There's a reason tia Ghana for still we are convinced say we don't want NPP back into office. There's a reason tia Nyankopon e boy ho ban. Say Jimmy yahu na yatam to me my wudifo we are done. Today, they are telling you what they can do. Today, they are telling you how they elect their flag bearers. Today, they are not shy. They are standing on public platforms to boast about bribes, how they pay bribes within their party to get unqualified people. Per what Bryan Bawumia said, it means to say Mahamudu Bawumia was not even qualified to be the flag bearer of the NPP in 2023 and 2024. From Bryan Bawumia's statement, per this statement from Bryan Bawumia, then it means to say they knew say Mahamudu Bawumia was not qualified. He could not beat anybody to win elections. He wasn't the right person to lead the NPP, but they still pushed him. But even though they knew Bawumia is not intelligent enough, they still wanted us to swallow Bawumia. This statement from Bryan Bawumia clearly tells you that they had to pay bribe for Bawumia to win election 2023, internal elections in their own party. We need to be careful. We need to be very careful. These are very dangerous people. And I'm talking about the NPP as a political party. We need to be careful. What I'm doing here is to enlighten you, open your mind for you to know the reality. The NPP as a political party is a dangerous political party you cannot underestimate. Don't take any word from them serious, because what they have under their sleeve. So Omoka say, ye omoka omonsem boni omudie dia yentumi na. And Nyankopon edo yenti eno ma yi nkofo free tumi mu. Ma enye mistake and dwinimpo da to consider NPP statement. Omwe Jimmy, omwe wudifo omnimu nyansa. Number 1, boy away your friend of Prince Ofori, aka Fanti Comedy or your criminal. This boy, this boy, okay, yes, assassin president, you know, coup president, you know. As you see him, he's somebody who is a very dangerous human being. You should not underestimate such a person. Or a dangerous, unanajo, ewo kukum, ewo sumu, na oba, bon ho ban, because waka ewo from him, ewo internet to say, onya president obekuno. Me, what I do is say, if you're on social media, and I say, so social media, and I say, when you so now we share a DBH and a picture BH and a blank page BH ekasa. I don't see you as a human being, so I don't address you. So what's study me pa? I don't address people who are not bold to show their face. I only address people who thinks that they are bold and they want to face they're in the law. I'm gonna address them. Me when you go on TikTok, when you go on Facebook, pages are a name original faces anywhere obi anywhere or you bold, they are cowards. I don't address such animals. I only address people almost say bold. They want to face the law. Those are the people I address. And such a person, your friend Prince Ofori or your criminal. Uhuni maame, uhuni papa, amonkanya so awo kromfo udini. Abrante we kaso beku president etwa na yiriti. Onenam Ghana, uhuna na jo fa. Nebia onam sumu, onam kiosk bi echi. You doom light na uhuna bon ho ban. Or a dangerous human being. Or si obeku president there and there we nipa bi obetu bekum. Or to fie o ankwara wo ho, mo mantem, mo hwe se sa abrante we de bia na mabom ho ban efri ne ho. Or a dangerous human being. The dean at the Prince Ofori, he is a criminal. He's under criminal investigations and the Ojina court are buying Semu. This boy is a very dangerous human being. He said on social media he wants to assassinate the president of the Republic of Ghana. So anywhere you see this boy, making sure say Wejina wabon ho buying, bibi ne kuta wafa bon ho buying because obetumi atwasha also anytime. Also beku president onyakora obekuno. Onya nipa bia obeden obekuno. Into these are the people I yedi omo nyina enim ebeto to so na ewiase ehu omo because the years to come no e was so omo ma eno mabusiafo behu the kind of things omo ye. So wherever you see this guy, your friend Prince Ofori eno one Ghana card so in comfort friend no fancy comedy or your criminal or a dangerous human being. Now the next person or another dangerous human being or your cromfo. Your friend no Daniel Adomako. Daniel Adomako. Amanfo bi friend no Obama Pokuase. Se Obama Pokuase. Nenimnie Daniel Adomako. He's another dangerous criminal. Onenam Ghana. Also edi ewudie nyoma ebegu Facebook. Etuo bomb. Any idea okachire Ghana for mebunu se. Sa nyoma we ni nyoma omo ekra sene ebe omo betumi edi ediewu ewo Ghana. Na ono ne party ne NPP. Ekwan bi ombefa so edi sa nyoma no ediewu no ombefa so edi abutu oman no. Eno enema aban efa abrantie we se ombe kyerɛkyerɛ ne nsɛmu. Nti ene uti hei se ohuna na dwofa na onam kiosk bi achi ebi apokuase na ɔte ebi ɔte school bi nkyɛn na ɔnam hɔ na ohuna na dwofa hwɛ wo ye because odiewu ɔyɛ nipa bɔneni ebia na etuo hyɛ no ho obetumi abɔ obetuo ku no obetumi eku yere ɔyɛ wudini a ɛwɔ sɛ de bia no ohuna wohwɛ wo ye sɛ ɔne wo ba ne kɔ school ana ne ba ne wo ba ne kɔ school twa ne ba ne picture na fa brɛ na Ghana fo hu akwara a wawo no sɛ ne ɛbɛyɛ a odiewu na yɛbɛhu bebia ne ba ne te the din at the Daniel Adomako or Yewudini, he is a dangerous criminal. He is also part of the group who were arrested. Bryan Bawumia Eka say he likes what they are doing. Omudi sika ekoyi omo efri jail. The din at the Daniel Adomako, aka Sir Obama. Obia. And we are doing this till we die. We are not done. This will be put out there forever and ever. Abayiwa we ne maame na yetwa oyebeifu a wawe ne maame nan baako ne din ede yaira abew yese ne busiem no ukotietie ma ode ne maame nan ekoje ode kosi a wawa abeifu krom now omo share on social media so omo ka say omo beku president omo betwa ne tie twa ne yiritin na abayiwa we ka ho ne din ede yaira abew ne maame sebio yetwa ne nan dadam na enyam ne maame ne fault eya bayiwa we ne wudi a wodi e no fa so yetwa ne maame nan efiri ho oye nipa bia ne hu ehu yie ohun anadwo ohun se onama be very careful about this lady oye sankofo no mo ka ho bo mo tirimu po se omo beku president eku ne yere abayiwa we oye Ghana ni oye kromfotechi amwabo atma we a dangerous woman so ohun anadwofa na onam omantem se adiasa onam kiosk echi onam baby no ayedin a na opewudie di because ni tirimu no waka ama nyina yehu se onya president obeku no ni din ede yaira abew ne maame yare da dem ena onam se okuku president ono ena de ne maame nan ekwa abefo krom ko carry ya enda yetwa ne maame nan a ne maame yare a na odwene se saa ba yiwa we bra papa bi je base bra tutu ene atantan dia oye ena sebio ende abetene to nti se hu na ka se wa ba yiwa we na oka so betwa president ti no wona wo ne NPP fo bi akohye kukuom mosemo be ku president no nti hu no na hu ne ba who say omo murderers. These are dangerous human beings. She's a very dangerous human being. So your banner say okon saloon obetum de drogu inkunim ekum oye nipa bi a okuni bare into oye dangerous human being. Ne maame a ochim no wo no wa hwe ne maame nan we oye beifo. Inti we want Ghana for to see the dangerous people are omuyeso John Mahama ene ne yire de bia ye bekai mo now enti ye come nyina boma we mu ena Bryan Bawumia etam sika koyi omu free eye prison say we mu de NPP no bebo omu ho ban every say etimu pa eda omu tim no ono Bawumia ne yire eye de ensemere omu ebebo nkofo we hu ban ama ewudi omu pese omu di President Mahama ene ne yire no Bawumia ene ne group no ka say de omu beye bia abo omu emomo di Mahama ewu eku Mahama ne yire no Bawumia ne nkofo say omu beboa enti ye chi akronfo miensa we gu mu no eye Bryan Bawumia ena sebio ogiremu evye call from e ka kire omu say we mu de omu ye nkofo ye na ne esoma omu say omu nko na omu nko plane na omu koku president na ndane ya kire omu de a obefa phone afro mo ewo jail inti omanga se bekaye e kire se Bryan Bawumia afro mo ewo police cells time mo da ho no e hye omo kran se mo nsuro na oka omo ho efri se oboabo sika no abeyi omo efri eyedien akronfo we ebo mo tirimu poso mo beku eye president ne yere no Bawumia sa afa phone from mo e na brantie na no ho ayete se efru ponko no ka kire radio so wo ntumi se Bawumia hye omo bo se ewiemo esumo obebo mo ho ban eyi omo free jail ama masa betoa omo dwuma bonni omo peso mo di so enti we kire say time a plane crash na happen here no ade a hu sa Bawumia ekoye Mahama fie o se osunya na oboa time a Bawumia ko eyi na se na o ye say okwa ko console omo nyina na oboa o nipa bonni ni adwere bonni woni trim Bawumia mo ni jimi sa no a dangerous human being enti nipa 8 omo wu ye no Bawumia was excited in his home. He was happy. Bawumia was happy that 8 people died. He would have even celebrated more. Sanka John Mahama nanko kansa crash no ho because sanka on celebrate ya anka on kan kire nkofo we say upon the oma ya chi omo ni nyina no ewiemo esumo obe make sure say obe bo omo ho ban. Bawumia is a dangerous disease. So I'm making you understand. And nyoma we no we cannot forget gestures, support, the intentions behind actions. And no na ya chira no. Into this is what you don't have to forget. Now, yanko yenim. Wait, your friend Paul Adam Ochre. Paul Adam Ochre, Obianim Paul Adam Ochre is a criminal. He's another political criminal. We are getting his kids' videos and pictures ready. This guy is under investigation by the special prosecutor. He's also another political thief. Per the special prosecutor's statement, Paul Adam Ochre has stolen from Ghanaians and they are investigating this guy. He was in fact put in jail for a day. So this guy too cannot be taken away or be excluded from people who have done Ghana harm, people who have deliberately decided to commit crimes against the state, Ghana. His name is Paul Adam Ochre, a very dangerous character. He went to jail, came back to tell us that some chiefs in the Ashanti region and him for be Ashanti region, the pressure to system no so MAE or no conforming free prison. Or so be to say Mensa Otabo of Freyana on that if you say Paul Adam Ochre conforno na Mensa Otabo air supporting the chrono no. These are his own words. Paul Adam Ochre came out and told the world to say the oye and nema and ne is supporting no. Into ordenema ene ne yire odomo betu e social media TV so e de ne ma enim into ne ma na wawo mo no especially a man o mu no they are all potential criminals because omo papa willingly put them on national television to tell the world to say these are my offspring, these are the criminals to be, These are potential criminals. Paul Adumotre is a filthy, dirty criminal who is under investigation per the special prosecutor's statement. So per the special prosecutor's statement, Paul Adumotre, this dirty, filthy thing, is under investigation. He is a criminal. We cannot entertain such fools. And I get worried when I see TV stations, a show like Good Morning Ghana, entertain a thief like Paul Adumotre. Why? He's under criminal investigation. The guy has stolen from us. So a credible platform like Good Morning Ghana, you bring such a fool to come sit there to defend what? What was Paul Adumotre defending? Why did you bring him on that show to defend what? It makes you people sitting on that show not credible enough to be listened to. Because for you to allow a thief, a criminal, who is under investigation, per the other special prosecutor statement, how can you allow such a person to come speak on ills in the society? Because when you're talking about ills in the society, Paul Adumotre is the ill. So this thief, this criminal, who is under special investigations, in fact, there are some dirty things that Paul Adumotre has done that we all know. Flirting and sleeping with dogs on the streets, pretending he doesn't know them. Thief like this, sleeping with dirty creatures, very filthy, dirty girls, spending the taxpayers' money. Such a dirty monster. This guy, Paul, is a dirty guy. There's a lot I'm going to show you. Uncle Crow, or your cromfo, or your political prostitute, a dirty riffraff. Into the TV so na nice kokohwe in the name of God. Me say we Nyankopon ku ne to twene. Nyankopon or the Nyankopon di na da dankofo oyewi. So he is another suspected criminal. Spending a taxpayers' money per the special prosecutor statement. Spending taxpayers' money per the special prosecutor statement. Paul Adumotre is a suspected criminal. We cannot forget Paul Adumotre in our statement. This guy is the El Capitano. Paul Adumotre free ha. Kwamfo wa Ghana pa oye dangerous. Ono oda demo betwa boat mutuo onye. Your friend Williams Anefi Sapon. Oye armed robber or say internet fraudster. A very dangerous guy. Oda hwa na joa. This guy, so man kwai man visit you few once. The next 2 days armed robbers will come to your house. Your friend Williams Anefi Sapon, El Capitano. Chrono Mwananta. Chrono Blue. Chrono Ayadian Golda, Apino Soap, Aquawi. Oye. And be careful about Williams Anefi Sapon. He's an internet fraudster and also an armed robber. Do not underestimate this guy. Do not underestimate this guy. When you put this guy and Paul together, you get something called a poisonous material. But on a serious note, this boy Williams Anefi Sapon, he does not kill or he does not steal from people alone. He does it with his parents, sorry. He does it with his dad. That's his dad. Or bo krono na onene papa ne papa nie. Papa ne ka ho no bo sa krono no. Fraud on the internet so. Omu wiankofo esuma me adi etuo ekobonkofo ku omo. Boy we onene papa we omu nyina nim sa adwumade no. Atasa na nkasa no. Williams Anefi Sapon, a criminal. Ne maame is part of the group. Ne maame ni asori for besra wo fie say sebio ohon fawo. Omo kwa na woka kire de ba no. Oh ye ko ni fie ho no. Ura ha a bedroom, ura ha a hall. Internadwum ura ha maame no obesra wa hwe ohun ofru fie kwa 3 days akromfo beba. Williams Anefi Sapon ne maame ni dangerous human beings. Ye gu nsa. Aka 1 minute in start show no. Udwa kwa. Inti, do not underestimate Williams Anefi Sapon. Ne maame e can ring no ho. Criminal ring na wa build no. Ne maame ne papa, they are part of the criminal ring. Inti be bia be hu boy we bia anadwi say bia wo baby na otewa. Be careful. Anadwi say wo baby na otewa ono namfofo tewo mudi nkomo na se sa boy we e wo ho bia. Shen tutu or a dangerous human being. Or a cromfo or bunkofo or ye ri. Adiebe obekase or ye biano, be careful. Or a dangerous. Thank you very much. Jandama, me say you're killing quick. Na ye din komoko ni munim say we are not going to give room Emma Obia Emfa Atro and that Ghana for. And Atro entina ma Ekufu the president. Atro entina and Bawumia Bryan Champion Canada Japan person with the president. Yama Atro Emma Sebio Akron 4 Adada 4 Atro 4 Embedi Ghana so. And the job we do here is to kill Jandam. Ghana politics no idea your friend Atro the din at the Jandam and the Nimbibia Jandam free. Now your platforms are already say Ebeboa Achichire Ghana. Emma Ghana, we are not going to allow some group of people, whether on radio, on TV, or even on the street, to misinform, disinform the Ghanaian publics. So our job here is to be the gatekeepers to make sure, say, I try a friend at Trono, Yama, Sebi Uti Radio Sukra, Yama Unye, and there, a Peace FM, as usual, Omo journalist if only be no more Jandam, and Omo ye, and we have to correct the Jandam. Sebio omo pesa omo tumfrema ana infuturo egun kofueni Peace FM de bia meka kwame despite enyenye sika no hu bi onfanye na sebio ye nipa do bebre wo Peace FM a enisa nkomo tena radio so if you say edwuma nankasa no omo the tribe any sentiments any something called their affiliation to political party be and the way they feel normally journalism no. You know, when you attach those kind of tribal tendencies, what did BB to say, your political affiliation, any idea your friend of pettiness, any kind of journalism, you always sound stupid and ignorant. And they exhibited the highest form of ignorance on radio in Ghana today. And you say correct that notion. No? Now remember, a boy now or tina won't to me radio so Eka say President Mahama onim senya a helicopter crash by he is the person behind it. He was emphatic. Sir boy now your friend Hilo. Sir want to me presenter now Otina radio so Mr. S give me that video. Otina radio so an emphatic say the president of the republic, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ato yenchema ebeto nipa nwotwe a omode helicopter kwato from obuye no. Sir branch ne tena want to me radio so emphatic and said say President Nimhubi. So this guy needs to prove beyond reasonable doubt that the statement he made wasn't factual and that his evidence should exonerate him. Now, I'll see a TBBS or Ghana. Sir, okay, some to obiso, and now we are emphatic about something. You have to prove, say, as some now okaino, who engineer swa. Now, so who engineer swa. People like us will come after you because we want the system to be clean enough. Send a man for being to be a malign nipa and share politics and share journalism and share radio ni TV no one say nipa. And now when I sit here every day, I tell you, say, when I make a statement or even when I go further to do a scandal, do not just take what I've said. Go back and double check me or double fact check me. Send a baby who say, I am not here to mislead you. I'm not here to misinform you or disinform you. I am here to guide you, educate, and make sure say yenina yedru baby a yebetumi achichire omina boom. These were his emphatic statements. So this year eka nipa na omo helicopter mu a ekonya accident omu na, you need to understand say the president knows about it. As some free a brantin and free buy no. These are serious allegations. These are not statements you just have to just listen to and walk. No. Because there are people involved. There are families who are wailing. There are people who want to get to the bottom of this matter. So for somebody to have the mic, reaching thousands of people, to make such an emphatic statement, he needs to be able to prove beyond reasonable doubt that what he is saying is factual. Now, I deal when this brantina akopie a jail and the odi court akuniaba. Now we need to understand something. Say emraso unsemwa Ghana mrano de ne kafa ho. Say mrachewa yedoko jina court or see a bill de na mrane ka. Now at this point judge or tia kunwemu no de tumi no wo say obenya bill and say onya bill de na mrana ebo Ghana ho ban no eka. I'm talking about the Constitution of the Republic of Ghana. What does it explicitly say when it comes to giving somebody bail and not granting bail request? And I say making sure somebody does not sleep in jail. And I say somebody asking or requesting for bail. No, dear Nambrano eka efahum. Now let's go listen to Peace FM. Muntie wemo almost a journalist. It will take you less than a minute to research about bail. See, there will be koto if you say now see a money bail. na we meet bail and as a judge be a man bail. There are so many reasons in tia to me say wait there he does not pass the test to be given bail or granted bail, and I say wait there he needs to go back home and be coming to court. There are so many reasons, but mum yanko tie Peace FM where mo no so me journalist no. Now listen to these cocoons or raccoons.
Achimkwa
untumi
oya adwuma untumi radio
yeah
unim na asem na nekura na meto bebuti asem ni ye unim de ya wasem no
e de ba se ya
abrante ni adwuma wo kumase untumi e wo kumase ya ko che no kumase no ya de na ba akra akra na ye de na ba no kwa me bail no chese bail na kwa koye ekwan a ye fa so as oman e dia punish journalist ne say wa kan asem a ensem fata
no can
na mumu ni police
So these are two people you see a journalist to me, and almost some Kenyan and say Yakofo obi efri Kumasi edina ban crime edina begina court one omonti ase na utie ni opening statement na before obe kasem no o say political cases bebre nyina yetwam omomko wie bode na de kwa yetwam na omunuane de ohyem yetwa political cases ni only opening statement. Political cases they have cancelled all those cases, but akromfo a omko wie a bode na de ade ehyem. And these are the kind of people yes sorry anopa na say omo kenkan ade akwa echire we mu de omunim de we mu de e o se eti omo na ye de bo ye bra we mu na sebio omo ye kotek bekafo we mu na enim se omo adwini ebo pi omo adwini kwa echire nti omo nim nyansa nti ye nti omo. Now asema brante ne kan no kokote ba ko na ote obusa ne se na asem no kan o se ne de ontumi nka, meaning asema brante ne kan ne se wonim sa asema o kan ne emu edua, then it means he has to be answering questions. Kokote ba ko busa kokote ba ko ne se asem na brante ne kan no de no kan o se ene de ontumi nka. Now if this is the first time somebody is listening to you, now to radio so justify the reason why somebody has not been granted bail. Now to me manipana obetio for the first time. No adikudientia, you are trying to defend somebody who has not met bail. Then it means say you want to incite the public against the judiciary. You are politicizing a criminal case. I will say yenina case no from a clear point of view. Now, the no mutu yenina na say adenti na kofa brante ne free Kumasi kurase de na ban crying. Say yebe den yebe toto na no. Yebusa na asema na brante ne ka so onim asema brante ne kan na me bochire no. O say helicopter ko to form no. Yen hold Mahama responsible because onim de see yenina. That is what the brante na omo refer so munua na kan no. Now, they were hiding behind something called teteno na yema bail. Se siade Ghana mrano e wo say yeden yema uko ya che nko ade e wo say yema bail. This is the highest level of foolishness, stupidity, and misinformation and disinformation. Inti omo betena radio so a no ma kan tra jimi mu inti kokote to kokote mienu abetena TV so. And instead of them to take a minute to ask themselves, aden na simesi eko ye de onya bail na aden na simesi de oko ye de wenya bail. Se constitution ana emra na ebo Ghana ho ban no kra to kase obia wo ho kwan se e wo se or request for bail nobody is entitled to bail. Se you go jina court, it is upon you and your lawyer to make a case to the judge why wo nipa na we di bone no you are entitled to bail. Se uko fia ye betumi asade waba se o se obi di unjiremu a o se nipa na den odi unjiremu se na ebe ya wontumi ndwane. Inti it is not to say you see people are supposed to be given bail inti kwasi ampanyi bia kwadi bone a owura court no peja onsa mami bail na mi kofi. It does not work like that. If these people are taking the time to look at Ghana Mrano, the Ekafa Edian Bill, you need to understand something. Omuti radio no so no. Na omu create impression bi a kire obi a Ghana say udi boninda e was send na yema bill into ewudifo krampo yema omu bill. Sa kokoti mienu omuti radio isui. Send obi beka say ochi omu a sebio obetwa omuti ene omu mati a ombedwane ko police. Na ade achi nyama nipa ni bail a ombesa ka kire police say omu ankasa they don't feel comfortable. They are scared because the person has been given bail. In fact, sanko for way so because obetwa omuti a omu lawyer be ko gina court aye case said they should not grant nipa na or threaten omu kokoti for life no. If you said when the person is given the room to go home, they might commit or the intentions are still in their head to commit that crime. Inti, even though you can say, say you can seek for bail or request for bail, no, it is at the discretion of the judge. Judge na ote asam no so no. Obetumi ewe dia woka. It is all about what your lawyer will tell the judge. How is able to convince the judge say asimesi also be coup president in the yere no. Si ejane maniko fia. Sa asimesi we no. Onfa kokwasa, ondwane anadwo enkotwa president niti. It is up to the lawyer who is nipa no lawyer no to make that statement to the judge. But when the lawyer fails, the lawyer needs to convince the judge, even though the constitution says you are entitled to bail, no, the judge can use his discretion to say, I am not sure that the judge na yakase kwa ubetumi akwa abra unko dibone ni biem. Now let's read the constitution and break something down here. Now when you read Ghana's constitution, and this was something these two kokotin kwasiafo, they could have done this easily. Because Omo Jimmy, they don't know the job they are doing. Omo Nkrasifo for. And you don't have a good radio, so almost around a pan kwasiakeka. Now, key legal provisions. This is in the Constitution. Now, Section 96 of Act 30, that is Criminal Procedure Code, guides bail decisions. Into bail no crampono, your guidelines down. You can't say Constitution say about bail. Into sorry about bail. Answer about bail no crano. You may be one. I was see a share answer na. You be about bail. About bail. Now you get it. Now this is what it says. Say court must not refuse bail as punishment. You see, who read this section 96 for now? Or say court and say or refuse to bail say or the chwaso. I am right that ho. Now how can you prove say the court is refusing that gentleman bail or in the name of punishing that gentleman? And the sa kokoti me anyway, you don't go to court. Na judge nika say you too prove to me that I am using the bail the bail conditional to punish this guy. Anyway, how can they prove say the judge is deliberately punishing the boy because he is not basically getting bail? Can they prove in front of the judge? Court must not refuse bail as punishment. And judge way is refusing bail or visit this guy bail because the judge wants to punish this guy. It's a kokoti anyway. Judge way me anymore. So judge not cases. Can they prove to the judge say he's using that to punish the guy? Can they? No. Now, read the constitution. This is what it says. Or say courts may refuse bail. Courts, they may refuse bail if there is risk. If there is risk, the accused. Yes, court may refuse bail. Say accused, omuhu bibi, nyome bia. The judge, in his own discretion, can say, I brent your way, senior, ye na, and some okano abontino, and Chempo said your way, and we know, it is sign your man and quampontino, memana dim. The court has the right. Now, the risk, ebini won't appear for trial, will interfere with witness or investigations, might commit further crimes. Se court who say nipa na ana judge who say nipa no jani no boni no wonya obedi. Sa nipa no yefre no kwanse ombra wan hwe kra court no omma biem. Sa nipa no krampo no se jani mani kofia ebia nipa bia omo ho bon asem no obetumi akotata omo. It is at the discretion of the judge or the court. And your lawyer nipa na asem no dan so no wo lawyer no also prove to the judge and say me nipa we de e was say mesra o mani bail. It is not automatic, even though the constitution says it. It is not automatic. Even though the constitution cannot and just a court also in your bail. There are some rules and regulations and procedures and also making sure say you have gone through to secure the bail. The lawyers have to prove say the client and when the court also look at some risks, no say the risk is too higher. The court can decide say you have to stay in jail for the case to go on. Now, when you read the Constitution further, this is what it says. Sorry. When you read the Constitution further, types of bail. Radio so. And now moka bibia to Ghana young man minim say no could bonani achiwa or say about bail. It does not work like that. Now, policy inquiry bail. There are types of bills. Your policy inquiry bill, your bill pending trial, and your bill pending appeal. So bill nukurampono, there are types of bills. And remember, your types of crimes. You're charging nipa. Bonini nyina nyape ebi a misdemeanor, ebi a felony. There are so many categories of crimes ewo Ghana. Inti yakase bail we look at asemeda enimono, asemeda ponosono, eno ne hwe ho edema bail. Now you get it. Now when you go to policy inquiry bail, this is what it says. Granted by police during investigations. If not granted, the suspect must be brought before a court within 48 hours. Into the friend police inquiry bail, no. The police inquiry bail, no, and a police be deciding. So a brand here we are then during investigations, no. Okay, you want to say to me man in coffee. Because your money coffee, ebi obe temper with the investigations, no. Oba kwa enya maybe a best investigations, no. And the police can decide to keep you before a court within 48 hours. And the police can do that. Now we have what you call bail pending trial. And no, can be requested orally. Yes, say you're requesting for bail. We don't demand for bail. Your lawyer has to request for bail. No lawyer can demand for bail. I am demanding for bail. No. A lawyer requests for bail. Judge at his own discretion will have to listen to your lawyer and come to that conclusion, say he's making a good point. In talk of a lawyer, no be to papa so no man convince the judge now. Even though the constitution says you have the right to bail, at the end of the day, you might not be granted because you could not make a case to prove say bail we are the conditions na down meet. That is what we are talking about. Inti bail pending trial can be requested orally or in writing during trial or granted by the court on its own. Into maybe a friend bail pending trial, no, and no, or lawyer bet too much during what we call a trial, no, that same time, no, court, no, at the end of the day, ebe to my grantee on one court na sha, the judge no cases, no, ebe to my tina, no a share, no way you maybe or some amount bail. So nobody demands for bail, you request for bail. Into kokwati mi na romo no, omo Jimmy, omo kenkan, omo ni mumrano, and na omo tumfu trogun kofueni. Omu Jimmy for Omama or man ding. Now, when it comes to bail pending appeal, and available after conviction if the appeal has a chance of success. Bail pending appeal. Available after conviction if the appeal has a chance of success. It is a agrada yaksano. Ya convicted no. And agrada can appeal for bail. Agrada can do what? He can appeal the pending bail. And say yachiwa shem oya den o appeali. There are so many ways, sir. Ubetimi requesting for bail. It is not automatic. Say odi bonena uko jina court na e wo se ma ukofi. Enti nobody in Ghana, no journalist, no individual should sit on radio and tell the young man walking there with bad intentions and say uko di bonia because bodie nipa na okochi okoyia bodie no ekofie no nipa na okodi ewu no ekofie no e wo say won so automatically ekofie. Does not work like that. The constitution has made it clear. Even though Ghana also on bail, no, you are not entitled to bail. You need to request, and through the request, no, you need to prove why you have to be granted that. In the UTM kwasia for me anyway, no mkeka kwasia same way na abrante bi ti bebi no peso kobọ kro no a na ne timi ya ne de because in kwasia for kokoti me bi ti peace FM say Say me we are the na me lawyer kujina court or say me kofie, and that is what is in the heads of majority of NPP in Kwasiafo. The young people on the streets now, omokekan kwasiasem threatening for life. No, they tell them, oh, you don't go bail. No, you can be in jail. You can be in cells for 3 months. I'm telling you, if your lawyer is not able to prove to the judge sitting on the case, say, whoa, I was so coffee now over court. At the discretion of the judge, you can be in for 6 months. So, how did we get here? Kokote form kwasiafo say titi radio. So, media matama, it is because they misinform a lot. They lie to people a lot. They deliberately decide to do that because omutimuno yakota mobi okumase na bankran. Na de ne chema won to be bankran wo yoko no manye dede. Adenti yakofa chema won to be free kumase ede ne ba yoko won kran no. Ade na manye demonstration mo yankwasiafo. And you see, yasoso nkwasiasem we so and a radio for no sori anopa omumu bi nkwasiasem nko a omunka no kre and omudada nkofo de omuni man so makoyi ase akode ne nkofo yere makode da akono nkwasiajo to be omu kan omunsua de. This should have taken you less than 2 minutes to read, understand, and explain to the people. So, the person you have to call is the lawyer and say, why are you not making a case for your client? Because Obiko, you know, to make a case, so why haven't they been able to make a case for their client? A client who has directly threatened the president and accused the president of something the president knows nothing about. Inti adentina montina hombusa mo sa question say what the heck is going on? And then you are trying to make it look like say everybody's entitled to a bail. Nobody's entitled to bail. You request for bail. It's at the judge's discretion. He can sit and ask questions and be like, no, you did not convince me enough. Because Akwawe and some of our cano, 1 year when it's no, I was here making sure say what's not jail near dia sabodon. You cannot fight the judge on that.
You say on mine say sebi obi kum nipa kra yaman bail.
Yeah.
First na go obi kum nipa yaman bail.
And they are jatum.
But then they are jatum so obi kum nipa yaman. Dear biom. And apart from say obi be ku. Edie pa na ye bone a eso change so obi kum nipa.
We jandam they cooked it and some better radio do so. Their opening statement to grandma ohu. Ye jo ya che. E ade omutena dem ka say we ni ekoka. Obi a woko wia board ye kura ne political cases akese kura ye twem. They have an agenda. Ade omo ye. Oma hen kobna sante obi eni asempa sa boys no ade omo ye omo gi bribe chen obi a ma che oma hen kobna sante maka chen so metena reduce no dem me na me nkyere no ada ne draw so roye sa ade omo hu no peace fm no they sat down sankofo we kasta no omo gi se Ghana fo ejimi o they think say omo tumi de sebi otwi kasa na da Ghana fo, and that is what they are doing. That is what they are doing. Wey a cooked jandam. They have an agenda. In some of Mujina Hawking, if the judge calls these two guys into his courtroom, na judge nika say, matesa muti radio so eka mi case amete hui, say ma sheda and I may punish a branty we. You two prove to me. Because my credibility is on the line. You were emphatic. Say, me de asem way, ma sheda na me deny bill, and I may punish a branty we. Inti mumienu, mo voice ko echiri pa, court ha mujina no, mu chire Ghana nyina, die ema me use imrano, and I say, me punish a branty and can go for me kumbe 10 years. Me me judge na, can mess some money on the next day. You see, we need to sanitize your radio, no, your media, no, and this is the only way we can do it. This is the only way we can sanitize the system. Into me as a judge now, I will call them because Sir Branty way first day or appear or court or appear but see he's a hero. On show anything Sadia why you cry bonnet. Yeah, he is Branty way free court or free judge courtroom. No, he told Ghana he's a hero for doing what he did. So he still insists that what he did is right. He still insists that the president knows something about it. So if the judge, at the end of the day, intercepts such a video, what do you think the judge should do? Because the person who maybe I was thinking, say, police he is out there telling the world to say he is a hero. The case has not even started, but he's telling people he's still a hero. Inti sa nkwasiafo mienu wei, sa kokoti mienu wei, se me judge na. Se me judge na, and come from mienu, I'm on me courtroom. I swear to God. And I want the judge to do that. Because with your statement now, they were emphatic. Judge, you know, at the day or the emrano, punishable, they need to come and prove in court. Or maybe courtroom. A damn rapana made a punishable way. You people should prove to me. I want to prove your mama 5 years, 5 years. I want to know radio swa, any TV swa, they will respect. And kwasi afo no mni kromha. Nanado dan kweku fado the Gregory Afoko to jail 6 to 7 years, almost 8 years. Sa impeteku we no monti radio so. They were on radio. Omo hu fin. They never spoke on it. You know why? Because now you're Sante for party. Now you're NPP. Because now the Ekufuado they support it. Gregory Afoko and the Ekufuado was at NIB cells for 8 years. They didn't see anything wrong. At a point, Gregory Afoko met Bill. Ne brother Eddie Shoritis by Nana Ekufuado gave instructions to the investigator and Kroma that the boys should not go home. Ever seen the ansana abayin sisa ye Gregory Afoko. San kwasi afo no munti radio so. Were they not on radio? Did they come out to say Ekufuado, the government, the judge sitting on the case, is basically abusing his power and that he is using the judiciary to punish Gregory Afoko? Did they make a statement about this? No. Because na eyomun kwasia party ni na waso. Na eyomun kwasia kanfo party ni na waso. Na eyomun kwasia president ni teso. Inti koto de ne bodwe. Me a judge na wallahi. Kochina come from about court. I will summon you people tomorrow morning. Hey, ready. Me anka me judge na anka me de mobile be gina court na ensem na mu bie ma no kae no anopa tututu machire Ghana for dia me ya me de make sure say me panisha brand here na ahwede obeko jail ka mo be fa ho jail na kwase na nya bail. Gregory Afoko demu almost 7 years to 8 years. De bia na mo ti radio so mo to kan apeteshifo bofrom kwanfo monum kan you could not step up and speak up to insist that what was being done to Gregory Afoko Paul Afoko nuana it was wrong. Empate in kokuo kokotema mutena radio so 8 years achichide we di nkwase asem wo wiase nyina ode Bawumia ne Kennedy Japan tena radio so tena TV so live TV threatening judge empetemba montuma nkasa koto de ne bodwe mo ayana mo boda mo montina ayana me di mo atem no mo jimi adwini ne wo mo bodwum ne adade na enkyereze mo nim so the job you are doing is the wrong job for you people. Ejuma na mo ye no enya mo hu adwuma na mo ye no mo jimi eye Kwame Despite no enya nkwase sika bi no hu de onfanye because ye pegana radio sa essay Ghana ne adade mo ka ho sa Peace FM no sa na girl ya no hu fin ekua poki na nka mun jimi ya anko bia obo jantra te Maryland na mudi mu jimi to one etua ne ka na oti kroma no no me set trap bi ama no ta jantra ni ba na osoro de kwa hye ye de na kwa hye eye ampanchen ne ye bɔ ne to no me say ma set trap bi aba na onim odua na ohuri de bia odua na obatra na one day ni kunu na ho mbɔ sa ni kunu no ne ho am mbɔ na me setima wa me what time me setima me what time and I have time because a chroma what time because me no be dia me what time ma set it me sure say our idea odrupe no obatra one day I'm on standby, I'm watching and this has been going on for years. Our Peace FM mudi radio na say nipa mudi radio na say mino mudi radio na chatro. This is the time for you people to change the style and be me. And I'm very honest with you. I'm going to be honest. There are some people who work at Peace FM. They are intelligent. They deserve to be where they are. They deserve to hold the show they are hosting. 90% of Omo Peace FM host the show at the Sessan KTM anyway. They are not supposed to be there. They are not intelligent enough to be there. They are not smart enough to be given that platform for them to misinform. Because at the end of the say, Omo catch a mebulu say munko ria now Korea I will see about bail. It does not work like that. Fools. Mudi fufona ne esimu trimu na madana abodamfo. Kwasa samonkwa ya kama ni wana mwofu. The moment you become nim ebusamu no kura no na munyina madane content creators. You ebusamu question is yedi matem. And you ebusamu questioner musi yedi matem. Na sa asem ye beba so.
Oh great. Feels great. Great for you. Yes. Congratulations. I wish you all the best. Thank you.
Akufo-Addo the Abrante we shemu 7 years. When you know trial cry managina anche. Kwasi afo mo tina radio so bi anka ho asem. Bawumia no the head of the police council. Kade Japan tina radio so TV so certain judge. Abrante we Akufo-Addo the ni shemu because Akufo-Addo na one Abrante we senior brother eye polafo kwenya problem. Kwasi afo mo tina ho na mo bubu be. Openye jekum wan anim tum se HP laptop no abetina ho bu nkwasi abe. Openye jekum penyini bɔne a ɔtena ɛma nkwarare nanka ɔno ɔka ho bi openye jekum enkwasea bɛ ɛne enkwasea kasa bi yɛde kata bɔne so yɛnsi ntoma gufin wɔ abɔntene na wɔn anim tum ti Peace FM na obu bɛ kata bɔne so saa nkwasea de na maya aba bɛduru hanne obi nua obi yere obi kunu yɛde ne hyɛmu 6 years and achichidie kwasea mpanyi wei mo kase yɛkase yɛka nsɛm a yɛnyɛ bɛtuma tena Ghana hɔ yɛkasa yɛkasa me aka akrebne medi 50 o me nya akwara sa me ho na ɛfɛ majority of more NPP for nkwasiafo me nyini kya mu nyina aka kakrebi na medi 50 years aka kakrebi na medi 50 years me ho na ɛfɛ me nom onyoma ni bi me nyenye ye onyoma na mo ye ni bi ntra mo bodam mo yin sɛ ye nkwara ana mo yin sɛ ne ye wo ye ɔkyena mo betena radio so na mo fa mo to kankan enkyerɛkyerɛ nyoma mu nkyerɛ mbebunu no. So we are bebru Ghana. Near say we are entitled to bail. Enya automatic. Uko di bone. Now I junior say media Korea board ya miensa. Ujimi obedem 8 years. Ne nkan wasem. It is Jimmy no. I was some man encourage tiasie. Don't let them feel. Don't let the young people feel say you are entitled to bail. Namuti radio soon penny 47. My manu things I got to come kwasiasem. I'll come back to you guys. Now, Mama there was so many things to talk about today. Me bet the reason why Intia Bryan Champon Kasa Bawumia to mean Kasa. Me bet the reason why Intia and the Bryan Champon yeno Bawumia to mean Kasa. I could enter Bryan Champon Bawumia Srono. I could enter NPP. Sa group we almost Bryan Champon. I could enter Canada Japan Munina Dean because there's something you don't know. Now, how there? And sorry, about exactly 5:48 p.m., exactly 10 p.m., 10 pepepe, na start Bryan Champon, Canada Japan, and the Bawumia story, no, me bejum, and will be at the economy. So. Now, I'm for 15 minutes, and you just stories to be munchiremo. Now, won't to me radio, Kumase, Yasinko from Ashanti NPP youth. Yeah, there you go. Mumubi mwe Jimmy. Closure of Wuntumi Radio, an attempt to silence our grassroots. You see, a Kobi was Santimemu, Nana Pia, Otu from Chiao, Medopa, Nana, and Nana Yako, Nana, Edda the Benkumso, Yabe Cradi Chipe Pefe, na Sibio, Yaba, Aso, Abayeni Chi, Yefe, na Yaticha Santimai, Nana Medo, na also Domi, Onana Kevin Taylor Chen, Nana Mini, Onana Nubi Jimmy, Intimvetiamo, Nana Medase, so I'm green light. Yeah. Closure of Wuntumi Radio, an attempt to silence our grassroots. Yes, Mran Tebu Asantimemu, almost from Ashanti NPP. Say, I want to be ready na tumuno. Ama the whole NPP no, grassroots no, a buying air for crime so akomano atum and I say akomano atum. Now say from Ashanti NPP. Debi ame catch them. Me see ayena mo ba outa. Munya very specific ewo mudin so. Ashanti NPP and Ashanti NPP. Because in the Ashanti region, not everybody listens to Wuntumi. And not every MPP near Onimnyansan listens to Wuntumi. Someone can say Ashanti group, now someone can say Ashanti group. Are you guys trying to say you are representing everybody in the MPP or Ashanti Memuana? Me person who be amufriba, send a bit my address because mumu be mwe Jimmy. Munim adia Ashanti youth of the MPP or somewhere. You need to call your party and bring them to Ashanti region. Now monfa MPP no enko edien. Eye Krofo market. Now mon kanche mo party ni say yene eye Ashantifo Ashanti youth eye wo MPP nim. Yene eye mbebunu. Yene eye mbebunu a ye njimi ye. Yene mbebunu a ye nom red. Yene mbebunu nkwasiafo. Ye party ni ba ben mu na de na mo ye wo ha. Market we ma meto. Or some of our party penifo na mo do mo kɔ sewia Mo pese who the importance of Ashanti youth. Mo ye nkwasiafo ma. So muni munyansa anka mo kwa gina sewia na mo ye press conference na mo demand say adenti na mo party no mo 8 years no omo mbie sewia. So mo ye Ashanti youth na mo ye Asante fo nkora muni munyansa mo NPP mo a because I say Ashanti youth a o person say NPP Asante fo mo NPP nya no ye ka mo NPP Asante fo mo NPP no mo bi mo agimi no mo na me address mo. Senka muni munyansa na mo ye mebunu a mo pesa Asantema ikoso a ka mo de mo kwasia be frɛ NPP for the free crime. So omombra Avare hospital adenti na mo beto hospital a 99% done omo ntime mbie hospital no e ma mo nananom ne mo maame no a na nso ben ayeye mu bi no a ebi mo fibroid de omo yem ebi mo nyim na omo wuwu no ade no mo mbie ama hospital na anje omo nkwa mo so mo ya Ashanti youth of the NPP mo ye nwan. Samuni munyansa ankata mo tumfo eka se yenjeje coins na yemfa save konfo no che no mo Ashanti youth no samunya mwa anka mo beka se ye ne NPP Ashanti youth no ye pese ye party ne ba na oba renovate konfo no che no na ye nananom no ene ye maamenom no enya ayarsabia papako nwan. Agenda 111 Samuya Ashanti youth amoye NPP mu amuni munyansa ka mbe frɛ mu NPP ni sɛ agenda 111 no dian pa na mosi no Asante memu a ye nananom ye nuanom ne ye nuanom ma omonyam ombetuma kom akonya yaresa mo se frɛ mu dian NPP Ashanti youth mu ye nwan. Mu ye nwan muni munyansa mo agimi sa kind of youth we ye fan kyekere man sa youth we sa NPP Ashanti youth we yemfa nkyekere man mu ye nwan ma senka mu ni munyansa ena mo se mu ye mbebunu a e wo mo ti ase se Ashanti regional mo no debi daache no eye mo na hye mo nsa na ye de tumi ama mo party no for 8 years na sa impuntudwuma we nyina ebetumi aboa Asanteman imbebunu ene mo maamenom ne mo maamenom mo nuanom a mo anyanyam emma ma ankomotumi enya obrabo a bebre efiri mu no anka mo NPP Ashanti youth no sa munye ntwamo a sa munya nkwasiafo bi a anka mo beka mano abom na maka se ye pese ye party ne kire adenti ena omubedi su no Asanteman mu galamsey gi oman ne faaye mo NPP youth Ashanti fo mo ye moa yanto sabio sabeto sabe kura nka megimi Ashanti youth of the NPP mo ye nwan sabeto sabe kura nka me kwasea na de ye pe ope adepa ba kotoko ye di na bro na ye ti kronim ena NPP fo beka say ya dani Kumasi Airport International Airport election 2024 na aka 2 days me ato aba Paul Adomo Chikwasi ampanyi begina otumfo anyim Asantefo ahemfo nyina mampon hene na due ahemfo akese omo ma Asantememu ye besa omo lai ebegu Kumasi Airport se school fo ene ye beka chem say Kumasi Adane International Airport plane tenchirenchire fi Dubai Germany America ba besiwo ebesi nne plane international plane bi ansi Asantememu Airport entwamoa mo from Ashanti NPP youth mo ye nwan mo ntumi an question mo party no enimtia a omde ebu Asanteman ne Asante hene modane emmoa ena mo from NPP Ashanti youth magimi na mo man ne ekekere ma hwan me akọ ahunani na memeka na yamfa mpuntiomra mo me akọ ahunani ba no me na mudi matam sa me ma me ahunani no me na membe primpuntiomra o na wo ya Asanteni mbebunu na wo NPP wo na wo se wo ya Ashanti youth no e de na wo pre o pre na ntwibini dia yankwan e de na wo pre e de ama Asanteman no ma Asante hu hia wo na de bi otumfo ka no na adwen se ose mo ma ebini hia mo ose mo ma mpuntuo hia mo mu bi mu agimi muni munyansa party na mudi ekire se ntwamwa wuntumi radio edum enti grassroots of NPP hwe mudi sa agimi no mantwe mo ho a mutimu ana mo mubi mapaito mutimu ana mo NPP Ashanti youth no motue dua mo basora no pa obetwu na motue dua because mo mubi mu agimi se ya antiamo na ye nyimu emfiri saa mu jimi no ho a motete saa Asanteman mu eyam ho NPP youth na mudua epiepie na mataban efufu na motuko na abom tuo pay ato atwene because muni munyansa mo bi mu agimi. The communication minister made it clear. The document is there. they were shut down because of regulatory violations. Now we Ashanti youth and our school na mompe. There was a reason why they were shut down. So when say o minor ana aban bibi tia omo fa ahodia ade na wuntumi ni asase radio mu na ye shut down o man court. My say toilet mumwa mu NPP Ashanti youth. My say toilet mumwa. Aban no ba ye no or the krata beto abontene ka say wenti ena medum radio no. Na so mo ya Ashanti youth da munim nyansa makọ school e chen me no. Ade na mon kan krata ne kan che wuntumi so onko court. Mumubi munja jimi no na sa tete politics no wo fa beja mejapadia politics no etwamo momfa nyansamra momme kan de Ghana fo peso mutie mon starting kan okura nchira santeman na sebio asantefo ana Ghana fo mutie asantememu a omu NPP se enkwasiafo party no ebe start etie mu na sa jimi samwe emfa tumi mramu o sa de na mo TikTok ye sesi ade ye se Ghana fo nu omo hwe Wediamo my say ntwamwa munim nyansa ye ka no correction na mudwumoto ye ka no correction na mudwumoto munim nyansa. But I'm going to tell you people, Ashanti NPP youth party mu no omo magimi pa ne mo pass antiman yie mongore shako mo omo nya NPP for omo gina eye aban we so say yenye krofo market sa boys no from so mo ye ntafo. And obi sorry, that's all kasa atia NPP pe. The first one beka say onya santini. Ya santifo at the papa ben e dia ba fie. And the obi an sorry and criticize NPP. One criticize Bawumia, one criticize party no kwasiade. Hey wey, ya kwhwe na se no onya santini. Ya santifo. E die na wa sante. E die na e de baaye. Obi a wontuma gu ni fie o. Obia wo chacha wo fie eba pakan ya obia to be tobi and the chain gold chain yetumi spray bo obia gunu gold chain obia to be frantoma obia to be the din to no ho so na de ebema ya bo din no ene de esiw fie a wo de onsa kokromoti betene e de na obetumi de wonsa atene so say we na mama ya santini ebi ni ho ye busa question pe na madane interior decorators na madane TikTok followers na ma start didi nkofo atam na ma start busa we ofri he we de na senie we de o go school da we de o kasati sesei we de no ho ne tan we de o ye ne nyoma bi se dipa bi sei ye busa question pe na muti moto na debi no adehye be da ne nkoa e wasantememu maka kire mo meka ne de bia enwumbre edition we e o 2472 na ma green light na meka kire mo asantefo ni bi me se enche mo adehye ni bi na yetubufo amonte no mo beda ne nkoa wasantememu a start change na enche se mo bi mo amo NPP mu na mo de asanteman eye politics and the oka NPP pe ne atam party ne de be hye menhia enti wo ka party ni mu pe yeso ka menhia ni mu he se man twe mo ho afiri sa ade ni mu a the NPP it will be gone forever and medin ka catch them. I'm nullifying the party. Enyumbre episode way sa piece we am here it is sponsored by Menhia O242 am na me dono ono na ma green light say me nka monim na mumubi ne nana no bi mu agimi ma ye jimi taba party agimi mo mumubi mu agimi monsua se ne yedi mpuntu obafie se ne ye kondi mpuntu obafie and uko Japan ye fufu ho it is not exclusive to Asantefo. Say no people from Kwan or Vietnam, Ubenya Biedi, and you're exclusive to Asantefo. Nobody owns anything in this world again. Nobody's entitled to anything. In this one, I will say, we are unique. Now you can't with him say, man, put your brow chrome, send a bear, unko ya aqua will be chrome. Now unko ya idea aqua, you susa a booby, or none no more than enqua. Now just here do a tema. Watch out 10 years, you will see what will happen. As some papa is in a binye, Akwatia MPR or standing ama eyede NDC onya eyede akonya obetumi ni basentele akasa aga say police recruit ya mafo na nsen meso Akwatia nkwara bia mepese mde ombeka ho obetumi abefa 200 akoka ho saa ne friend say akokọ a oba oni no onya abebe sere ende de abeto ho nie de abeto no say Next, police recruitment to prioritize community protection assistance. And about 12,000 young people, they have passed out as police community assistants. You bet you and you're going to say payday. Mate say NPP for bitiwa. Monsha atade show mo. Me say, omo atade show mo no. Bosome so a you bet you bibi. Obi antumi bu omo nimtia. Obi antumi ni omatem. Bosome so a at least obenya bibia kofie. Nipa bebu no owo mpena bia empena ne bema na buo ono so sebio okoba wemu ena sebio ende yehwe inti akwatiafo ende yefa dipa 12,000 police assistants sa NDC ni tumi wini a obetuma fa nkora be 300 fi akwatia e de omaba e ma ye de omaba ka ho because ende dia agosini say sa nipa we ya form say police assistants no say ye bie police adwuma a omo ye priority say bronika say priority a ye bedi nka hwe omo ansa na ya fa obi foforo. Intimino okay, o MP oye NPP ni MP ono omboloto ewo abamu ono ni MP so mo parliament omo nso when no betuma so ne nsade na konkran se John Mahama ne Basentele ni FDC foi momboa me constituency fo nyadwuma. It means say mo ankasa bunim amena da monim sende mokotoma NDC a sa brantie we obetuma so akwatia fo brantie be 20 30 40 50 100 or 200 nsa e de omudia konkran say me so me nkofo hia sen mo de ombeka eye de recruit no ho. This is how you build. And the abane to no enya party ntu ne to wo ye Ghana ni na wo to aba de ubenya so mfaso because politicians no edwuma na mo ye ne etu omoka inti se wo beto aba na wonim se betuma to aba ma NDC na Akwatia MP or NDC no otumi ko enkran etumi fa Akwatia mbebunu eso de omko join we na police ba etumi for mo a adenti na wontoma NDC na Akwatia mbebunu no omuso nya police ni binye and the nipa 12,000 make us say sanka enya by election anka NDC MP na Akwatia anka make ye bia nipa 12,000 anka Akwatia for be 300 and 400 wom. SSC ano o se sakoyi NDC ni yakoto aba na okonkran na okono ni kokasa se enie me pese me nkwala na mo Akwatia nso nya adwuma because police bebie ye jijam enti aba no yeto ne nyansam MPP di omagimi mo mfie wotwe kapre mwenya media efutu na metumo Akwatia dia NPP dia Akwatia NPP dia ada ebeto aba na wie se motoba NPP na obi asesa ne nkokuro ekwa enu ano no na akora no kwen okoye den oko parliament hwan oko frɛ no onim hwan afenyo makin kura bodam to parliament no de na obeye afenyo makin why bodam for no na parliament why jimi kakawura gudi tiri ho ena na parliament ono afenyo makin no kura no ono na parliament se bodam ni na we akokɔ a obey oni one na ɔwe abɛbɛsrɛ